So I'm meeting with someone this morning just for some individual mentoring, counseling, all on my own about the post-abortive class. And you know what? Sometimes you can't get to things in a group, so being by yourself with someone can really get in there. So this is a paper I had from the first time I took my post-abortive class. And it's just basically talking about how, you know, the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life. And when we acknowledge that we're all sinners, none of us are born into this world perfect. None of us are perfect. There was only one, Jesus Christ. And when we see that we see our sin and we confess it, God forgives us. So one of the biggest things I've seen in this class this morning when I did the homework, this is before I even meet with someone, is that one of the effects of my abortion was I really did not have anyone. I had nobody. And I always said if I could be that one person for someone, just one person to help, I would feel that my suffering was not in vain. So I'm going to throw this away because it's really gross. It's got mildewy. But one of the effects that I can see clearly today is that when I felt really pushed away with all the shame and guilt that was heaped on me with a forced abortion, is that I learned to handle things myself. And that can be a great thing. I mean, to be independent and to be self-sufficient. But sometimes that tenacity can be a little bit too independent, where you're not looking to others to give you a hand. I do tend to be very outward, where I just come out with stuff. But at my core, I tend to want to handle things on my own without asking God what He thinks. And sometimes, you know, if we haven't had a close relationship with our Father, it can be very hard to go to God and to talk to Him. I've always been like, you know, why is it so hard for me to talk to God? I can hold things in for years and not bring them to God. So I'm like, how come this is so difficult for me to talk? You know, I can go to God with the little things, but some of the deep things, it's still hard for me. And when we look at that relationship with God, the father-daughter relationship, it is so different than your relationship with the King of Kings. So this is some stuff I'm pushing through, and to really see in the Bible in Genesis how Sarah, or Sarai, before she was Sarah, handled things on her own. I saw this verse this morning, and I'm like, wow. It says basically she handled things on her own. And you know, that is sinful. And obviously not being a Christian when I was 16, having no Christian influence in my life, I would not have known that. But now to say, wow, how can I go to God more and realize that you, just like Sarai, you know, take things from the Bible and handle things yourself. So it really does affect relationships when you feel like you don't need anybody.